This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors. And this is our monthly market update for February 2020. And I can tell you that currently we have 5,209 single-family homes. This is all single-family homes, guys. Single-family homes on the market. We have 3,700 under contract, and we have 2,274 that were sold in the last 30 days. That leaves us a 2.29 months of inventory available right now. So if we were to say we have 5,000 homes available and we're selling 2,200 a month, it's going to take us 2.29 months to sell all the current existing inventory, which is a fairly low number, quite honestly, and our inventory is shrinking. That's an average days on market right now, average days of 51 days. Now, last month, we had 5,763 available, 3,039 under contract, and 2,407 that had sold within that 30-day period. That was a monthly inventory ranking or an absorption rate of 2.39. And the average days on market last month were 49. Now, last year, this is interesting. Last year, we had 7,795 single-family homes. 3,041 were under contract, and only 1,647 had sold within that 30-day period. This coincides with what Eli was telling us about the market. Then our absorption rate, or the number of months of inventory we carried, were 4.73. The average days on market then was still only 45, though. So some interesting data points to start off with. The other charts I brought with me today, I have a beautiful pie chart here. It's blue, it's green, there's red stuff in it. But the main thing about this chart is it's telling us the available types of available properties we have. 72% of our available properties right now are single-family homes. 21% are condos or townhomes. 6% of our available inventory is high-rises. And we only have 57 multiple dwelling properties in the valley. The next chart I want to bring to you guys is my stack chart. Now, this shows you the amount of activity we've had month over month thus far. And, of course, here we are in February. We've only had 1 month so far. But in that month, we were way ahead of last year, again, as we just said in our data points. And I want to review 2019. The volume in 2019, the number of homes sold, single-family homes sold, was almost the same as 18, but it started much slower, finished strong in 2019 to almost catch up to the 2018 total volume. The next chart, again, a beautiful pie chart, a lot of blue, a big blue circle with a little tiny sliver of red and a little tiny sliver of, I don't know, I guess that's beige. Anyway, what this says is this is the closings by type. In other words, people who sold their home as an equity sale. What's an equity sale? That's when a seller sells their home and they cash a check at close of escrow. Basically, it's a very simple, it's the normal sale we do here in Southern Nevada, resale type property. The other little wedge is short sales, and the other little wedge is REO or foreclosures. 2.1% of our closings were REO, bank-owned homes, foreclosures, and less than 1%, 0.7% were short sales. I'm surprised, quite honestly, there's any short sales going on right now, but there are a few. And 0.7% there's probably a dozen in that month. 12 properties, I'm guessing, just roughly. So the market's very, very sound. Maybe too strong by normal standards. This is an unusually strong market. Lots of good, simple equity sales. I brought another chart along that shows our number of sold properties against the available properties. And what this chart demonstrates is that our inventory has shrunk significantly over the last 6 to 8 months. And but the number of sold properties seems to be steady. It's just grinding along at the same number, virtually the same number it has for the last 2 to 3 years. So we're seeing the same number of homes being sold, but the inventory shrinking. Let's all remember our laws of supply and demand, guys. What does that mean to prices? If the supply shrinks, but demand remains the same, prices are going to probably go up a little bit. I don't think it's going to go up a lot, but we probably should see some slight increases in pricing coming up in the near term. Now, Equity Title does our stats for us, and Forrest Barbie, our broker, kind of collects them and interprets them for us and sends us out a report every month. And that's the report that I use for my charts on the radio segment. He also did a special report this month to show the amount of activity in selected communities. And now he covered a lot of communities here, but I'm just going to review a few. And what he did is he showed us data from 2015 through 2019. For instance, let's talk about Summerlin, because that's our biggest master plan. Back in 2015, they sold 1,212 single-family homes in Summerlin. These are resales, guys. Not new home sales, just resales. In 2016, it was 1,261. In 2017, a little over 1,000. In 2018, only 673. And last year, 655. Those are the biggest numbers on the board here, by the way. Summerlin ends up being the largest master plan in our valley, obviously, and so the numbers are bigger. But also in Summerlin, they did the sales price per square foot. This is a good data point, I think, to follow, just to hear trends. And so I think it's a good data point to follow to hear trends. And in Summerlin, back in 2015, the average price per square foot was $167. In 16, it went to $171. In 17, it went to $182. In 18, it went to $203. And last year, it was $211. This is the sales price per square foot in Summerlin. Now, in this chart, we have other communities that are interesting. Inspirata is a very interesting neighborhood. They started back in 2015. Their average price per square foot was $134. Currently, it's $182 in 2019. Back in 2015, they sold 93 resales. Last year, they sold 235. Smaller community, but good data.
This has been Las Vegas Real Estate Now. Thanks for listening, and remember to tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 101.5 FM, 720 AM KDWN.